Yeah. Hi viewers. We are discussing about the microprocessor architecture. So in the previous videos, what is a microprocessor architecture we have seen, and in that, what are the important parts of the registers and the program counters, stack pointer, all the registers we have seen, accumulators and all. Now the one portion where in the memory portions, that is in the ALU, we have seen that it helps to do arithmetic logical operations from the information passes from the registers, right? So now, what is a flag register means what, and how it is going to be helpful for the process. Okay, let me see what is a flag registers. So here the before going to the flag register, just a recall of this ALU. ALU is the one which performs the arithmetic and logic operations. It stores the operations in the accumulators after the results, after the function of this process. Okay, in accumulator, it is getting stored, the results of the logical operation will be getting stored in the accumulator. It is one temporary registers, that's what we have seen. So it is a general purpose register, we call it as a general purpose register. It stores the functions of the operations, results of the operations done, and this is the 8-bit data during the inlet outlet transfer. This is what we have seen already. And there are some temporary registers in this group, logical group. So ALU group is the one where we are having some temporary registers. One is that is the where it is whatever the information to be done, to be processed, that process should be stored somewhere else for the processing, and then it will be getting back for the after the results should be getting back. So these are the some temporary registers we have seen, and the flag register one. Now we are going to see about the flag register. Okay, there are five flags out there, five flags connected to the ALU, and after the ALU operation, the results will be stored in the flags, right? So how the results will be, and what is the depends upon the results, the flag register is going to be functions, right? Let me see here what is a flag register, and how what are the types of that, and how they are going to help in that. So flag register is a 8-bit registers. Okay, 8 bits we will say. It shows the status of the microprocessor before and after operations. This is what the function of the flag register. How, what is the status exactly? Now we will see what are all the flag register, what are the types are there in that. There are five over there. One is sign flag, zero flag, auxiliary flag, parity flag, and carry flag. Okay, fine. Let me see one by one here. So first of all, zero, you can see this is 1 2 3 4 5 8 data over there. It bits d0 to d7. Okay, five flips up, we will call it as flip flops. Okay, it can be set and reset, values can be changing continuously with the help of zeros and ones. Flip flops will be set, and it will be reset. Here set and resets are determined by the results of the registers on the accumulator. What is the result comes after the process, according to that the flip flops will be acting as a set or reset, right? So what are all they here? You can see d naught, in that cy is the carry, that's a cy is a carry flag, and d2 where p parity flag, and it is d4 is auxiliary carry flag, and d6 is a zero flag, and d7, that is a sign flag. So let me see one sign flag, how it is going to be function, carry flag, how it is going to be function and all. So this is mentioned as z and cys. Okay, fine. This is a sign flag. A zero flag is the one where is that when the arithmetic operation results in zero. Okay, so he, what the values gives, so according to that zero flag is set if the result obtained after operation is zero, and whenever we are going to calculate a positive and negative, that's you can see here a formula, a problem which is given as 10110011, and it should be added with 01001101. So when we are adding, we will get all the 8 bits as zeros, and there is a one carry will be there, that is not okay. So now these all 8 bits is 0. What will happen then? It is set as a 1 over here. So that 0 flag will, which is set to 1 when all the digits will be 0, all 8 bits will be 0, then it will be set as a 1. So this is called a 0 flag, right? So, and carry flag is the one where when addition of two numbers, if suppose, that's what we say, when 1 plus 1, okay, it will be a 2. 1 plus 1, normally 1 plus 1, it will be 2, and it will be as a single digit. Suppose if I write 9 plus 1, the 9 and 1, it will gives 2 digits, so extra digit will come, right? So now that, like that, when we are adding two numbers, we are going to add 5 plus 6, so 5 plus 6 is 11. So 11 is a 2 digit number, so it is a extra bit is there, like that. In when adding two numbers, and if you give if it is the digits are more than 8 bits, then that is a 1 is going to be taken by, that is a carry flag, it will say it is set to 1. So we are having an extra digit when you are having an extra bit. So after addition of two numbers, if the sum of the accumulator is larger than the 8 bits, okay, right? So 1011 1011 and 1 is extra is there, that is uses that, it says that some extra is there. So carry flag will be set to 1 when it has an extra digit, okay, right? So this is what the carry flag will do here, you can see here. So the two digits we are going to add or subtract, whatever it is, when you are adding these two digits, 1011 and 0101, with the help of with the 01101100, when we are adding, what is the output we are getting is 00100001, and 1, that is the extra 1 will be getting carried. So here carry 1 will be there, it is set to when we are having a carry. And here you can see a borrow in the in terms of subtracting, okay, when we are subtracting that value, we need to get a borrow over here for minusing, so for subtracting. So these for the functions, this carry will help to what is the status, positive or negative. Positive in the sense digits will be right in like. So here also a sign of sign, it's a sign is going to be set as 1 or 0. That's what, set or reset, 1 or 0. How the sign flag is set? Sign flag is, if the value is negative, then it will be set as 1. If it is positive, it is set as 0. So we are adding some values, 1 plus 2, it's a 3, it's a positive, like, okay, 3 2 minus 3, it's a minus 1, so that is negative. When there is a negative value comes, the sign will act accordingly, and a positive comes, the sign flag is going to be set. So if the D7, that's what the column D7, you can see the D7 is a sign flag where it is set when the result is 1, okay, the result 1 is if it is negative, the sign flag is set if it is negative, and sign flag is set to reset if it is positive. All right. So parity is the one where you can see the pairs, if odd numbers, okay, the result has even numbers, okay, that is called a pair. If it has even numbers of ones, then the flag is set to 1. The odd numbers of 1, the flag is reset. So this is, it shows the parity. In parity, if it is 1 or 0, we come to know that the results, what is the result of it, either it is continuous 2 or continuous 1s are there or not. So this is what the even number of ones or odd number of ones, how the result is coming out. So always we are saying that the digits are transferring in the form of all the information transferring in the form of binaries only, right? So these are all the thing. And auxiliary carry is passed to digit 4, that see, in arithmetic operation, when a carry is generated, extra carry, the thought in the term already we see, no? Extra one carry is generated by the digit 3, then it is passed to digit 4, digit D4. That is what auxiliary carry, extra carry. So a flag is set when the carry is more, extra carry is there. Right, these are all the 5 flags. So you can see the significance of this carry pair, carry flag, parity flag, auxiliary carry, 0 and sign. So 0 is 1 when the result is 0, result in A is 00H, otherwise okay. So sign, the sign is positive or negative, it indicates what is the result of it. So a result is 1 means positive, and it is 0 is negative, right? So like this, the significant, it will show, the flags are going to show what is the status of the microprocessor, what is the status of the result. So according to that it will act. Okay, so these are all the flags which helps to understand the status of the process, right? Thank you, and let me see the instruction decoding cycle in the next videos.